Hello friends, welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to discuss about one Leetcode problem. Okay, so this problem is based on array. So now let's see first a question. So the question is find all the numbers disappeared in an array. Given an array nums of n integers where nums of I in the range 1 to n, return an array of all the integers in the range 1 to n that don't appear in nums. Okay, so it means an integer type array is given to you, and in that integer array you must have all the elements from 1 to n, and n is the number of the elements, or you can say the length of the array. Okay, like let's see some examples. Okay, let's see the first example. In the first example, this integer array is given to you. Okay, so as you can see, in this integer array all elements must have present from 1 to n. Okay, and what is the length of these nums? Like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 means you must have from 1 to 8 all the elements you must have present in your nums array. But as you can see, in this nums array you don't have these 5 and 6, these two elements not present in this nums array. Okay, but and also one thing is that this 2 is appears 2 times and this 3 is also appears 2 times, right? So that's why the length is although 8, but the all from 1 to 8 all the elements is not present. Okay, that's why your output is 5, 6. It means that in your question you have to do the two tasks. First thing is that you have to remove all the duplicate elements. The second thing is that you have to find out all the missing elements. Okay, so now let's see the second example. The second example, as you can see, what is the length? Your length is 2, right? It means that in your nums array you must have all the elements from 1 to 2, means total 2 elements you must have. But as you can see, you have 2 elements, but you have 2 duplicate elements, means you have 1 2 times. That's why although the length is 2, but you don't have all the elements from 1 to n in the length of the array, or you can say the number of the elements present in the array. Okay, means you don't have all the elements from 1 to 2. 2 is missing in your array, right? That's why your first task will be you have to remove the duplicate element, and the second task will be your to find out that missing element. Okay, I think this question is totally clear to you. So now let's see how we can solve this question. So when I was describing this question, I have told you that you have to remove all the duplicate elements. So to remove the duplicate elements, you can use hash set. Okay, so now let's see how you can solve. So I will solve this problem using hash set, and I will try to make this solution as simple as possible. Okay, so now let's start. So at first I am taking the hash set. Okay, and obviously the data type will be integer, because I was means I will store all the integer type data. Okay, hash set equals to new hash set. Okay, and this hash set I will store all the nums elements. Okay, in the I nums. Okay, so here I am using for each loop, but you can also use for loop. Okay, so it says dot add nums. Right, so now what you have in your hash set, you will have 4. Okay, means I am taking the first example. Okay, 4, then 3. Oh, okay, the thing is the sequence can be different. Okay, 7, then 8, 2 is already stored in our hash set, and 3 is also already stored in our hash set. So the next element will be 1. Okay, this will be your final hash set. Okay, and the sequence can be different. That is totally fine. Okay, so as you can see, you have to return an integer type array list. Okay, means you have to return a list. So here I am taking the array list. You can also use linked list. So now I am taking an integer type array list. Okay, now I am taking one integer type variable count 1. Okay, so now I will use one for while loop. Okay, in the while loop I will iterate this count from 1 to that's nums length. Okay, so now if I will take one if condition, if hs dot contains contains count, and here I will use not operator. Okay, means that particular count value is not contained in our hash set, then only I will add that element. It means that count value in our hash set. Okay, and then at the end I will just return the result. Okay. Um, So now let's see what's going on in this while loop. So basically, what is the first count value? Our first count value is 1. Okay, and less than equals to num store length. So what is the num store length? Num store length is 8. Okay, for the first time this while loop will execute, right? And then this if block will execute, but as you can see, this HS dot contents will become true because this one is present in your hash set, right? So now this will become true, but I am using not this will become true, okay, but I am using not operator, so that's why this whole condition will become false. Okay, so now this if condition will not execute. So now our next count value is 2. Okay, and 2 is also present in our hash set. Okay, this if condition will not execute. Our next element is 3. Okay, 3 is also present in our hash set. So this if condition will not execute. Why so? Because this HS contains method will become true, but I am using not operator here. That's why this whole condition will become false. Okay, so our next element is means the next count value is 4. Okay, okay, just a second, I forgot to increment this count variable. Okay, I think it's clear, right? So now if this count variable will increment. Okay, means in each iteration this count variable will increment. Okay, so for the fourth means when the count value will become 4, then this condition will satisfied. Okay, but this 4 means this count value is 4, right? So this 4 is present in our hash set. So now this if condition will not execute. Okay, so now this count variable will increment by 1, and now this count value is become 5. So now this 4 is become 5, and this obviously this condition is satisfied, means this while condition is satisfied, right? So now this if now we will come with if log. Okay, in the if log, as you can see, the HS dot content will now become false. Why so? Because 5 is not present in our hash set, right? So now our count value is 5, and this will become false, but here I am using not operator, so that's why this if block will now execute, because now this condition is not satisfied. Okay, so now we will add that 5 in our resultant array list. Okay, so now this count will increment by 1. Now your count value is 6. Okay, and now this is 6. Okay, and now we'll come to our if condition, and as you can see, this if condition will now again execute. Why so? Because now our count value is 6, and this 6 is also not present in our hash set. Okay, so now this contains will become false, but I am using not operator. So now this if block will execute, because this is now will become true. Now the whole condition will become true, and I will add this 6 in our resultant array list. Okay, so our next count value will increment by 1, and now it becomes 7, and this if while loop will execute, but this 7 is also present our hash set. Okay, now it's become 7, and 7 is present our hash set like this one. Okay, so now this will not execute. So our next value is 8. Okay, 8, and as you can see, this 8 is also present our hash set. So now this if block will not execute. Okay, and the next value will increment by 1, and now this count value is now 9. Okay, and now this while loop will break, because now this condition is become false. Okay, so now at the end we will just return our resultant array list. So this way this whole thing is going on. Okay, so now all this whole thing is going on. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask me in the comment section. So now let's run this code. Okay, just a second. I just give some space here, that's why. Okay, so now run this code. Okay, actually, sorry for that. Here I will store add this I. Okay, yeah. I hope so. Now no error will come. Okay, as you can see, now whole two test cases are accepted. So now just submit this code. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, our solution is accepted. So I hope this code is clear to you. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask me in the comment section. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.